What's up, guys? This is Webby back again for your SmackDown Live review for October 31st, 2017. Happy Halloween, wrestling fans. We got a Halloween special SmackDown Live. It wasn't filled with ghosts and goblins, but it still was a Halloween special. The Halloween part that we got out of SmackDown tonight was in Stranger Things with Fandango and Tyler Breeze and the Ascension. They were all dressed up as different characters and Kane and things of that such. And that was the Halloween special that we got. Other than that, SmackDown got down to some serious business. We got more names added to the traditional Survivor Series, the elimination matchup on SmackDown roster. We found out who else is going to be named on Raw's side. We found out somebody very interesting that's going to be named on Raw's side. And Shane McMahon had a huge announcement for the Survivor Series as he, right when the show opened, came out and stated that he will be the team captain of the SmackDown Live team in the traditional 5-on-5 elimination matchup. Now, we all saw this coming. We all saw it coming when Stephanie McMahon came out on Raw and said, Kurt Angle, you will be the team captain of Raw at Survivor Series. And if you lose, I'm getting another general manager. We saw it coming when he was named the GM, the team captain. So, Daniel Bryan gets him back and gets beat up as well. What's the best way Shane can get revenge? Having himself be in the match. On top of that, if you really stop and think about it, for those of you that don't like him being in this matchup because the McMahons always have to be in the spotlight, Kurt Angle and Shane McMahon neck and neck as far as having a history in the past. They have a lot of history. And when you look at the rosters now, does it take away a spot from somebody else that could benefit from this matchup? Yes, it does. But it's the Survivor Series. It's one of their biggest shows of the year, one of their big 4 pay-per-views. So what does Vince McMahon want to do? Stick their biggest names. And Shane McMahon is one of them. Especially since Roman Reigns is gone and Kurt Angle's in the matchup. It only makes for sense that the other GM is in it too. Or commissioner or whatever. I mean, Daniel Bryan can't be in the match. He's retired. So Shane McMahon is the next best. Bobby Roode versus Dolph Ziggler in the opening matchup. This contest, for what they showed of it, was very good. A very, very good contest. I really enjoyed the match, what they showed of this. of the third fall, anyway. The first fall was very short. Now, this is typical WWE standard. The heel, Dolph Ziggler, getting the first fall, and then the babyface working his way up to get the next two falls, trying to overcome. However, the problem I have with how they booked this match was the entire second fall was done over the commercial break, pretty much. So, was it really a 2 out of 3 falls? I mean, we did see it over in the corner, but you really stop and think about it. How many people really pay attention to that little bitty screen up in the corner when the commercial is on? Not a ton. Should have given us more of that second fall. But it's good that Bobby Roode went over in this matchup with his glorious DDT, not with a roll-up of the tights. So good call on that one, WWE. Sin Cara versus Baron Corbin. This contest really wasn't even a match. Baron Corbin trying to get the mask off of Sin Cara, and Sin Cara showing us a typical, luchador, mean, aggressive side of himself when the mask is being ripped off, trying to get ripped off. We've seen this done many times. We saw this done with Kalisto. We saw this done with Rey Mysterio. And the promo he gave was very similar to what Rey Mysterio and many other luchadors have said in the past. Family, worked so hard for the mask, he's going to keep the mask on, so on and so forth. I like kind of what they're doing here. Going to build it up for a Sin Cara United States Championship matchup, giving him some TV time, somebody different than the usual people we usually see in the United States Championship contender. However, we all know Baron Corbin's going to win this rivalry, so it's like whatever. The New Day, dressed up like the Doctor of Style Slick or Colonel Sanders, whichever one you want to call them. They kind of look like either one. They dressed up like a king, the African Dream, and they dressed up like the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. And it is once again Rusev Day. I think SmackDown's just turned into Rusev. Rusev Live. Because every day, every week, it is Rusev Day. So, Rusev takes candy, stomps on candy, says Halloween is ridiculous. You know one thing I've noticed? It says that they should be in their locker rooms and such because Raw could be hitting them, attacking them at any second, and all this junk. They say that the place is so much filled, surrounded with security guards and all this, blah, 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 blah. Every single episode, SmackDown and Raw says that, and have been saying that. I have not seen them. Where are they? Where's the security guards? That's number one. Number two, this is what builds up Akeem or Big E versus Rusev. Now, I'm glad Rusev got the victory here. Congratulations. Yay. Rusev picks up the victory here. However, next week, he's going to be facing AJ Styles. We all know AJ Styles is going to win, which we would rather see AJ Styles as on the Team SmackDown Live Survivor Series team than Rusev. No question about that. However, do they really have to book Rusev in that matchup? Does that look like any type of challenge for AJ Styles? Absolutely not. And speaking of AJ Styles, tonight he faced one of the Singh brothers, in which he disposed of very quickly. And Jinder Mahal came out before the match and saying that Brock Lesnar should be afraid of him, running his mouth like usual, blah 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 blah. He's kind of like the Energizer Bunny, blah 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 blah. He just keeps on going on and on and on and on and on, blah 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 blah, and nobody listens to him. It's like watching paint dry. Jinder Roid Raging Mahal, the modern day Maharaja, has absolutely no chance at the Survivor Series. And what they did tonight is not going to make me believe in him anymore. None. What they did tonight was have him throw AJ Styles into a turnbuckle and bend him in the turnbuckle and hit his little collage, in which AJ Styles started getting up from, so he had to hit another collage. That just shows that his finisher, in my eyes, is weak. Absolutely. Just Jinder Mahal, you just need to drop that title fast. You need to take it down a notch, go down the level, go down out of the world championship scene. That's what WWE needs to do with you. Because everything that they're doing with you right now is not working. I don't care if you're getting some USA chants. I don't care if there are some people in that audience chanting AJ, AJ, AJ. It's just not working. You're going to go to the Survivor Series, and you will get taken to Suplex City. Brock Lesnar will beast handle you. There's no other way to look at that. All the women had promo. Congratulations. Natalya, I really hope you lose at the Survivor Series. I just do. Go Alexa Bliss at the Survivor Series. When it comes to promos, Natalya is just bad. Good competitor in the ring, but that's about it. Tag Team Championship will be on the line next week. The Usos will win next week. No question about that. Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable, there is no way. There's just not. You know, you look at it this way. You have Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, the Raw Tag Team Champions. 2 members of the Shield, because that's what they're calling themselves now. They brought the Shield back. That's how they're looking at themselves now. And then you have these 2 tag teams. Which of these 2 tag teams have been the most dominant? Been the most ruthless? Been the best on SmackDown? Of course, that's the Usos. And of course, that's who WWE is going to push to face Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. It's a Survivor Series. That's who they're going to have face them at their 4th biggest pay-per-view of the year. And in the main event, it was Kevin Owens versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Very good choice here. You know, I was a little skeptical, a little worried that WWE might pull something that they pulled back in 2014. Back in 2014, they had the Big Show once again leave Team Cena and turn heel to join the Authority. And he just walked out, and that's how he was eliminated from the Survivor Series. Well, this year, so far, it's been all faces up until this matchup that's been on Team SmackDown. Well, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Kevin Owens. Now, Kevin Owens, if he would have won this matchup, would have went out there at the Survivor Series, and I would have thought would have had a great outing, put on a great match when he was in the ring. And something would have happened that would have made him mad because of the bad blood with Shane McMahon, and he would have walked out. And that's how he would have been eliminated. Try to get some more revenge on Shane McMahon that way. I am very glad they did not do that. Shinsuke Nakamura picks up the victory in this contest. Shinsuke Nakamura gets help from Randy Orton because Shinsuke Nakamura, was almost about to get defeated by Kevin Owens because Sami Zayn came out and was interrupting the match, distracting Shinsuke Nakamura, so on and so forth. And then Randy Orton came down, took out Sami Zayn. Next thing we know, match was over because of the Kinshasa kick. 1, 2, 3. It was a good contest, good main event matchup. But I'm glad they did not go the route of KO being in that. That would have made it too obvious that something like that would have happened, just like back in 2014 when Big Show left. So I'm glad they didn't go down that route. And that was SmackDown Live tonight. Let me know what y'all are thinking in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel. Facebook at 2007 Webby. Go back and watch my Monday Night Raw review. Go back and watch all the King of the Ring, classic King of the Ring reviews, Survivor Series reviews, all the classic Survivor Series reviews. I have 1987 through 1996 up on the channel now. Go back and check those out. Go back and check out anything else you've missed. Thank you, everybody who has subscribed to my channel so far. And until I see you again, this is Webby, and I will catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.